Brenda Knight, this thing right here, oh y'all, let me tell you, this one right here is a homeless shelter director out of Shelbyville, Tennessee that was arrested, thank goodness. Let me tell you what she was doing to these homeless men. First of all, you have to clean out your bank account before you move in. Secondly, she make you pay a bed fee to go in a homeless shelter. $150 a week, sometimes $600 a month. Even getting that EBT card to buy groceries, but yet her ministry is bringing in tens of thousands of dollars per year. But she on camera lying talking about, but we love the Lord and we just want to help people. You a lie. You a lie, and ain't nothing but the devil up in you. All up and down. I'm so mad. Listen, if you was one of those people, please call Shelbyville police. They want to hear from you. We need to keep this woman locked up because
Brenda Knight is the director of Castle Ministries, which runs the Open Hand Shelter for Men, a separate shelter for women, a thrift store, and Bible classes all in Shelbyville.
We are a volunteer. We're just a small ministry. We are serving the Lord. We're just trying to show compassion and help the ones through our transitional housing program.
But police arrested Knight last week and charged her with financial exploitation of the homeless and elderly and theft over $1,000.
We don't take pride in taking down a homeless shelter and its director. That's not what we come to work to do, but if they're taking advantage of the vulnerable and the homeless and the elderly, I think we have a responsibility to them to make sure that they have justice.
Shelbyville Police Detective Samuel Campbell says the department has been investigating a series of complaints from both current and former residents of the shelters, who've told police that before they could move in, Knight required them to clear out their bank accounts and give her all of their money. She apparently told them she would manage it, but according to police, she did not always give it all back. Knight also reportedly charged people to stay in the shelters.
They're referred to as bed fees.
She charges them to use a bed?
Yes.
At the homeless shelter?
Yes.
And how much does she charge?
Some is paid $150 a week. Some is paid $640 a month.
That almost sounds like rent.
Yeah, yes.
But Castle Ministries is a nonprofit, and Detective Campbell says financial records seized during their search of its various properties showed the organization takes in tens of thousands of dollars a year in donations from local businesses, individuals, and churches. And then there are those bed fees.
There's $35,000 in bed fees in the last year.
$35,000?
Yes.
In just the bed fees?
Yes.
I don't wish bad on anybody, but I'm glad that she got caught.
Lauren Kernan says late last summer, Knight refused to let Kernan's 84-year-old grandfather stay at the shelter.
Because he couldn't work for her. Those are her words. He's too old, he can't work for me, so he can't stay. But
She also rejected Kernan's son.
she still wanted him to give $500 of his disability money. He's legally blind, and he refused.
Kernan herself, though, stayed at the shelter for several weeks. And while she does not remember paying a bed fee, she says Knight insisted on making a copy of Kernan's EBT card.
She did want $50 a month of my food stamps to buy food.
And she was going to use your food stamp card?
My food stamp card. This is supposed to be a homeless shelter to help people that are homeless, that are in need for help. And it seemed to me like she was just trying to help herself.
But the truth is that we love people. We are trying to show them compassion. We help so many people, not just within our program, within this whole community.
Knight agreed to talk with us at the women's shelter where she also lives. She didn't deny collecting money from the residents.
But that goes to pay for all the expenses of running a business.
But she didn't want to talk about using their food stamps.
And you require the people who are living with you to share their EBT cards with you?
No, we don't require it. I mean, if they, we do ask them if they would, we never take their cards.
What do you do with their cards?
Okay.
And she also cut us off when we asked about the bed fee.
How much is the bed fee typically?
I don't want to answer any more questions right now. I just want people to know that we love the Lord and we love people and we are doing the best we can to serve.
While Knight insisted that bed fees are pretty common, we checked with two homeless organizations here in Nashville, the Nashville Rescue Mission and Safe Haven. Both told us they never charge their residents for any services, including food, and definitely not their bed.